One of the features of our library is the colourful glass wall behind us. This is the Green School take on a traditional Earthship-argitektuur wall, where glass bottles are put through an earth wall to encourage the play of light into a space and a child engaging with that surface and being playful, looking through the windows and interacting with the different colours. So we decided to take it a little bit further and have a look at the orientation of this wall. Now this wall looks out onto the Simonsberg, which is to the south of our campus. And we are in the southern hemisphere. So we thought, how could we diagrammatically represent the southern sky in the glass of this wall? So if you look at this wall, you won't specifically see this immediately, but if you know the story of the glass wall, you'd be able to see it in an instant. So what we're seeing on this wall is the southern sky, the Southern Cross, and the two pointers. And as designers, how we did this was to take the millions of stars that you see when you look at the southern sky and the Southern Cross and the constellations around it, and we picked out the brightest stars and we designed a diagrammatic representation of the Southern Star. And these four clear discs are the Southern Cross. And if you were to take this and put it in the southern sky and go down towards it, you would see the pointers. We wanted also to work with the primary colours on this wall. So to make the constellations stand out, the Southern Cross is in white and the other stars around it are in colour. Another very interesting thing about this wall, from a design point of view and an engineering point of view, is that often what an interior designer sees and what an engineer can allow for don't go hand in hand. So it was a very detailed coordination exercise to get this wall to work. So we wanted colourful glass bottles that would engage the children, engage their senses, engage their minds and their curiosities. And the engineers said to me, you have to have 400 millimeters between each opening. You have to be 500 millimeters from the structure, off the ground. You have to have tolerances of 200 mils between the edges of the openings. So it was an incredibly intense engineering exercise to get this wall to work. The engineers had to look at the size of the core drills, which size could go with which size, so that the structural integrity of the wall would not be compromised in any way. So it was incredibly fulfilling to design this wall because of all the design problems we had to overcome in achieving this.